We just talk entertainment. Share and subscribe.
Hey guys, welcome to Entertainment Talk Nation. This is Rob, and this video I'm going to talk a little bit about Destiny. Now, it's been some time since I've done a video game type video, whether it's me doing a let's play sort of video or just having a general conversation in and of itself regarding games. And you know, and I'm going to be doing more of it. I really do. Like I said, many of you seen, I've kind of gotten back on track with scheduling and keeping myself following the schedule. But you know, this Destiny thing is you know, I've seen for the last couple of weeks since its launch. You know, there's been reviews and there's been everybody seems to be disappointed in the game, and then you have people who are, you know, very much into the game, enjoying it a great deal, and then of course there's the usual in betweens. You know, people getting the people who enjoy the game being called fanboys or being criticized for enjoying it, and then those who don't enjoy it trying to come up with 101 reasons why the game stinks. And, you know, I've been playing this game since launch, and many of you who know me, who've been on the channel for a while and have actually watched some of my gaming videos, one thing I always say is I'm not a first-person shooter fan. It's a genre that I kind of lost touch with after, like, Unreal Tournament. That's, like, the last first-person shooter that I played that I really was addicted to. I mean, I've played the Modern Warfares of the world, and I've played, Black Ops and things like that, and they have been enjoyable. More times because I play with people I know as opposed to just enjoying the campaign or the multiplayer altogether. Where Destiny is probably the first-person shooter that I'm like, wow, damn, I want to play today. I got to play today. You know, like I actually try to find time to put in a little bit of playing time because I'm really enjoying it. It's a lot of fun, and I've had fun playing the game with people and by myself. You know, I can't quite explain why. You know, I mean, maybe it's because of the RPG elements, knowing I'm a big RPG fan. Maybe it's because of, you know, the fact that there's more to do in the game than just the PvP. You know, when I've played games like Call of Duty, yeah, you know, I played through the campaign, and for the most part, the campaigns are okay, some better than others. And then I play the multiplayer, and the multiplayer, unless I'm playing with a bunch of friends, gets old pretty quick for me. Where Destiny, I'm not finding that, because I don't have to play PvP to enjoy myself. There's such a number of things to do. So the funny thing is, you know, I've been paying attention to all these reviews on the game, and whether it's a review on YouTube or a review on an article, and you know, they're all not good. They're all not good. And this kind of goes back to what I've said in some of my movie reviews or my response to some movie reviews, that negativity seems to get a lot of attention. And I think that's why when something big drops on the entertainment industry, whether it's a big movie or a big game or whatever, you tend to find a lot of negative reviews. And some of them are very, very legit. Some of them make clear points. Some of them are very justified to criticize the areas where they criticize. But what I find more than anything is that I get the feeling a lot of times that these negative reviews are just because, unfortunately, negative responses to popular things garner more interest. Does that mean that Destiny doesn't have its flaws? No. No, it does not. It has flaws. It's got plenty of them. Everything does. Everything in entertainment does. There's not one thing that is perfect. But does it constitute the kind of negative attention that it's been getting? Well, when I sit back and I look at other first-person shooters compared to Destiny, I have to disagree. You know, I remember looking at reviews for some of the Modern Warfare, some of the Call of Duty games, and these games were getting, you know, 9.5, and I try to look at the differences between each and every game or each and every iteration of Call of Duty, and the differences are very minor, yet they still garner scores in the 9s, where Destiny dares to do something different, and they're getting destroyed. So, you know, I mean, it's like, I can sit here all day and I can dissect why Destiny doesn't do certain things right. I mean, you know, but then I thought to myself, and I don't do game reviews at all. You know, you guys know that. A lot of you guys, oh, Rob, you should do a game review. The only reason I don't is because, you know, I'm not going to get the review up to, like, A, until I finish the game, and B, until I'm at least played it for 2 or 3 weeks. By then, everybody's seen a review, so to me, it's like, maybe it's not worth it. But maybe I'll start investigating that, or at least, if nothing else, share my thoughts on the game like I'm doing now with Destiny, and get some more of those kinds of videos up. So the thing of it is, I've been playing games since early 80s. I'm an old school gamer, you guys know this. And one thing that mattered the most when I was growing up is that games were fun. The determining factor of the success of a game growing up was whether or not the game was fun. The graphics, you know, while you could comment on it or one could criticize or praise it, were not a determining factor. Even the story was not always a determining factor, which is why certain games that had a good story got so much praise. The determining factor back in the day was whether or not the game was fun. So what I find kind of funny is that I look at all these reviews, and these people are criticizing this, criticizing that, criticizing this, but one common aspect I find in every review that every reviewer is saying is that despite everything, the game is fun. So if the game is fun, what's the fucking problem? I mean, you know, like, I mean, isn't that what matters? I mean, is it perfect? No. And I think fun is obviously is in the eye of the beholder, you know? For example, if I'm going to review this game, I'm going to say it like this. If you find a game that is deep with story fun, Destiny is not for you. If you're looking for a game that has a ton of RPG elements, this is not the game for you. It has RPG elements, but they don't flood the game. If you're looking for a game where you can play solo and be successful, Destiny is not for you. Okay? And if these are the kinds of things you find fun in the game, then I don't recommend Destiny. I don't. It will not be a fun game for you. If you like a game, or if you find a game fun where you can play with other people and enjoy working together, taking down and just shooting stuff without a care in the world, you're going to love Destiny. Okay? If you like getting loot and actually working for it, Destiny's for you. You know, I'm having a blast with the game. I am. I'm having a blast with the game because, you know, besides the scenery, besides the RPG elements, it's different from other first-person shooters for me. It's a different kind of game. It brings me back to the day of Unreal Tournament, even though Unreal Tournament is nothing like Destiny. There is no RPG elements. It's a first-person shooter. Maybe it's because it's sci-fi. I don't know. I couldn't explain that. But what I do know is this. It's very different from the always praised Call of Duty. In many better ways, it's better than Call of Duty. The campaign is just as good as Call of Duty, which is not saying a lot. But everything after, to me, is better. It is. It's a better experience. Because not only does it offer the same multiplayer or PvP that Call of Duty offers, but it offers you an opportunity to accomplish the same things that you could only accomplish in a game like Call of Duty during PvP, which is, you know, leveling up and upgrading your weapons, upgrading this, upgrading that. You can do all that without having to do PvP. And that's a big factor, you know, to me, is that you have more options. Now, in terms of the downloadable content and the add-ons and stuff like that, look, I'm not a DLC fan myself. I'm not. But I think we're getting to a point now where these games, when you really break it down and look at how they're made from different angles, there's so much put into it. For example, a lot of people are praising the soundtrack for Destiny, and I concur. It is a fantastic soundtrack, and I'm sure it was a very expensive one to develop. Putting the quality into the scenery and the graphics that they did, which are very much top-notch. Putting the effort of the loot system and the different kinds of loot you can get, and randomizing the loot and things like that. There are going to be areas where the game's going to fall short. Is that an excuse? No, it's not an excuse, but nonetheless, it is something that's happened. I don't have a problem paying for downloadable content for something I enjoy, because at the end of the day, anything is worth the amount of money that you think, you know, that you enjoy for it. Like if you're enjoying Destiny right now, then spending the $60 was worth it. If you are enjoying the little bit of add-ons they've put on since the launch, like the Queen's missions and you know, the raid, which I have yet to have a chance to do, but hopefully we'll be doing it soon, then yeah, it's going to be worth the money. You know, I see a lot of people, a lot of reviewers as well, criticizing the fact that they stripped the game down to provide downloadable content and make money off of it. You know, do we have conclusive proof for that? Now, there's one game I would say that definitely did that recently, and I was going to make a bullshit video about it, and that was The Sims 4. Because The Sims 4, when you look at the other Sim iterations, they took portions of the game out that came as a base feature for their prior titles to that series. We have no basis for comparison for Destiny. All we have is hoopla, rhetoric, and conspiracy theories as to what the game was supposed to have first and then what it has now. You know, there could be a number of reasons why the stuff was taken out. Could it be that they want to make more money? Absolutely. Well, who doesn't want to make more money? And like it or not, they're going to make it. They're going to make it. Hey, I'm going to probably get the expansion. I'm enjoying the game. Why wouldn't I? It's worth it to me. I just think that the game was a victim of its own hype. And the unfortunate thing is that a lot of that hype wasn't even generated by the company. It was generated by people, and those same people who have turned around now and start criticizing it. But you want to know why it didn't meet their expectations? Because when you get so hyped about something and you start, oh, this or that, and I can't wait for this and I can't wait for that, what you start to do is you start to set in your mind a preconceived picture of what you think the game should be. And no matter how awesome anything in entertainment may look, nothing will ever beat someone's imagination. This is the same thing that happened during the whole Godzilla. When you guys been in the channel for a while, I followed that movie very intently from last year to its launch, and same thing happened. There were people who were speculating and thinking so much about the movie that they were giving the movie higher expectations that they could never be. And what happened was, once the movie came out and people saw it, they were disappointed. Well, that's not the movie's fault. If you set your expectation too high and you start to picture the movie or picture a game to be more than what the game is actually going to be, that's not the game's fault. That's your fault. That's why sometimes when something comes out and you're looking forward to it, it's probably a good idea to, remain calm, read up on it a little bit, but don't go start beasting on your excitement for the, and sometimes it's hard to control. But I think the hype that was generated by people is what did harm to the game, not the game itself. And again, it's not perfect. Like I said, if you love story, this is not the game for you. This story here is very lackluster. And the missions are repetitive. The strikes can be repetitive, but that doesn't take away from the fact that it's fun. And you can look at most reviewers and they're saying, hey, despite all this is a fun game. So if you're wondering about Destiny, if you're still on the fence about it, take into account what I said. If you're looking for a story and that makes it fun for you, don't buy the game. If you want to solo the game and hope to be successful past level 20, don't buy the game. If if you don't like missions that are structured very similar to the last mission, yeah, don't buy the game. But if you just like to have fun, and if you have fun shooting shit around and getting some loot or going through some loot hunts and playing with friends, it's a fucking blast. It is. It's a blast. So, but anyway, guys, that's it for this video. This is probably one of the longest videos I've done in a while, but which is why I put gameplay footage, to make it a little bit easier for you guys to listen to. But, give the game a shot. I mean, it's not as bad as a lot of people are making it out, and in a lot of ways, it's much better. Despite all the bad reviews, the game is pretty successful, and that's that. But I think as an audience, we need to really start looking at games and entertainment in general, and just let these things come out and let them be. Not get too hyped up for something only to be disappointed in the end because it didn't meet what you thought it would be in your mind, as opposed to accepting what it was trying to be in and of itself. And I think that's the best way to try and look at things. And it's tough. It's tough when something that you're excited about comes out or is announced, but it's only fair to yourself and it's only fair to the content that you just try to keep things in perspective. Don't overthink it. There are other things to do in life and on a daily basis to keep you distracted until the very thing that you love makes its release, whether it's a movie or a game and things like that. Anyway, guys, this is Rob signing off for ETN, where we don't do news, we just talk entertainment. Take it easy.
Thank you for watching ETN. Don't forget to subscribe and join the Nation Facebook page. You're watching ETN, where we don't do news, we just talk entertainment. Share and subscribe.
Hey guys, welcome to Entertainment Talk Nation. This is Rob, and this video I'm going to talk a little bit about Destiny. Now, it's been some time since I've done a video game type video, whether it's me doing a let's play sort of video or just having a general conversation in and of itself regarding games. And and I'm going to be doing more of it. I really do. Like I said, many of you seen, I've kind of gotten back on track with scheduling and keeping myself following the schedule. But this Destiny thing is I've seen for the last couple of weeks since its launch. There's been reviews and there's been everybody seems to be disappointed in the game, and then you have people who are very much into the game, enjoying it a great deal, And then, of course, is the usual in-betweens. You know, people getting... the people who enjoy the game being called fanboys or being criticized for enjoying it, and then those who don't enjoy it trying to come up with 101 reasons why the game stinks. And, you know, I've been playing this game since launch. And many of you who know me, who've been on the channel for a while and have actually watched some of my gaming videos, one thing I always say is I'm not a first-person shooter fan. It's a genre that I kind of lost touch with after, like, Unreal Tournament. That's, like, the last first-person shooter that I played that I really was addicted to. I mean, I've played the Modern Warfares of the world, and I've played, Black Ops and things like that. And they have been enjoyable, more times because I play with people I know as opposed to just enjoying the campaign or the multiplayer altogether. Where Destiny is probably the first-person shooter that I'm like, wow, damn, I want to play today. I got to play today. You know, like, I actually try to find time to put in a little bit of playing time because I'm really enjoying it. It's a lot of fun. And I've had fun playing the game with people and by myself. You know, I can't quite explain why. You know, I mean, maybe it's because of the RPG elements, knowing I'm a big RPG fan. Maybe it's because of,